morning from Santorini. This flow is to help you reset, whether after a day of travel or simply a long day at work. All you need is yourself and your mat. And we'll start laying down with our head towards one end. Feet can go towards the opposite end. And then let your arms just either come down by your side or you can bring your hands to your pelvis. We'll take a big, full, deep inhale in. And then exhale all of the breath out completely. Twice more like that. Inhaling, filling the chest, the lungs, the belly. Exhaling all of the breath out. Once more. And then on your next inhale, just gently rock your tailbone up towards your belly for a pelvic tuck. And as you inhale, send the tailbone down towards your feet for a pelvic tilt. Gentle rock of the tailbone towards your belly. You'll feel the low back press into the mat. Inhale, tailbone towards the feet. A little bit more space between your low back and the mat underneath you. A few more times, inhaling as you rock the tailbone up. Exhale as you rock the tailbone away, or you can reverse that breath if you like. And once more, just like that. And we'll bring the arms down by your side. Start with that pelvic tuck, and then begin to lift your hips into a bridge, one vertebrae at a time. As you exhale, roll down, upper back, middle back, lower back, tailbone. If it feels nice at the bottom, little tilt of your tailbone away. And then again, start the rock of your tailbone up again to start your next bridge. You could keep the arms down by your side, or if you like, reach the arms towards the ceiling, palms facing one another. We'll take about 3 more like this, finding that articulation through the spine, meaning that each bone of your spine is coming down one at a time. And then as you roll back up, each vertebrae of this time is releasing from the mat one at a time. And the next time you come into the bridge, stay in the bridge. At the top of your bridge, you'll drop your left hip halfway down to the mat. As you exhale, lift that side of the pelvis back up, and then right hip will drop halfway down to the mat. Exhale, lift the right hip back up. Keep alternating. Inhale as one hip drops. Exhale as it lifts. Inhale, opposite hip drops. Exhale, lifts. And as you keep alternating through the pelvis, can you feel the arm bones plug down into the sockets if your arms are towards the sky? And if your arms are on the mat, press the arms, the forearms, the back of the upper arms into the mat so you feel a bit of support from the back of the arms into the mat. By now, we should be feeling back of the hamstrings and glutes saying a little good morning to you. Let's take 3 more. Inhale as you drop down, exhale as you lift for 2. And the next time both hips are high, stay there and just pulse your hips up an inch, down an inch. Exhaling as you lift the hips, inhale as you lower. Almost imagine squeezing an invisible ball in between the inner thighs so the knees are in line with the hips. Here's 4. Last 3. Last 2. And then roll down upper back, middle back, lower back, tailbone. Let's draw the legs in towards the chest. Wrap your hands around your shins, and you can gently rock your sacrum side to side on the mat. And then grab for the backs of the thighs. Let your thighs press into your hands press into your thighs. Gently roll yourself up to seated, and then we'll cross the legs and come to hands and knees. Letting the hands come right under the shoulders, knees come right under the hips. Take an inhale, arch your back and look forward. And as you exhale, round the spine, pull the ribs up towards the sky. Big inhale as the belly drops, ribs flare, lungs expand. Exhale as you deflate the lungs and let the ribs pull towards the spine. Keep going like that, and you can stay just like this. Or you could add in some more spinal movement. So maybe as you round the spine, you shift your hips back towards your heels. And then as you shift forward, you find that big arch of your back. Exhale as you round the spine, maybe shift back. Inhale, shift forward and arch. And if it feels nice, maybe a few circles of the head and tail, one direction. You could take a head and tail wag or a circle of your whole body in one direction. And then just reverse, maybe even closing the eyes. Don't worry so much about what it looks like. Just finding any movement in the hips and the spine and the head and neck that feel nice. 2 more breaths with whatever you're doing here. And then we'll find our long neutral spine, same position we were in on the ground on our back. And from here, keep your spine still and your pelvis still. Send your right arm forward. And then send the left leg back. Draw the ribs up towards your spine and press the mat away from you. Keep your arm and leg straight. Just lower your arm and leg straight down to tap the mat. And then exhale, lift the arm and leg back up. Inhale as your arm and leg lower. And exhale as they lift. Keep going like this. Your chest is going to want to sink down towards the ground. Think instead of pressing into the left palm, lifting your chest up, keeping your gaze down towards the mat. And then you'll feel that support from the abs pulling the ribs up towards the spine. Last 2. Next time your arm and leg are in the air, keep them in the air and just reach them out to the sides of the room. Exhale, bring them back in. Right arm to the right, left leg to the left. Exhale, everything comes back. Name of the game is keeping the spine still, pelvis still. Just arm and leg moving for 3. Exhale as you come center. Here's 2. And then last one. Hand and knee can come back down. Quick cat-cow or child's pose if you like in between sides. And then we'll find it on the other side, shifting weight forward into the hands. Send the left arm forward, right leg back. Press the mat away with your right palm and pull the ribs towards the sky. Arm and leg lower as you inhale. Exhale, arm and leg lift. Arm and leg lower. Using the exhale to lift. Here's where sometimes we like to hold our breath. Instead, find a deeper inhale as you're lowering arm and leg down. Exhale, lifting arm and leg up. Last 3. Dropping the right shoulder away from the ear. Here's 2. And then as your arm and leg lift next time, keep them in the air. They reach out to the sides of the room, maybe just a few inches. Exhale, come back center. Inhale, arm and leg reach out. Exhale as they come back in. Here's 3. Keeping the spine and pelvis still. Last 2. And then last 1. Hand and knee will come down. Sit back, find a child's pose. Knees go wide, hips send towards your heels. Drop the crown of your head down heavy towards the mat. Take 2 deep rounds of breath here. Full deep inhale in. Exhale, sinking the hips closer to the heels. 1 more just like that. And then rolling back to hands and knees. We'll take a seat on the mat, facing whichever way you like. Bring the left leg in front of you, right leg to the side. And if this isn't comfortable, you can always sit with the legs crossed, both in front of you. From here, we'll bring left hand down to the outside of the left leg. Reach up and over with the right arm and find a mermaid, laterally flexing your spine towards the left. As you inhale, come up and over to the right. Exhale, reach left arm over towards the opposite side of the room. We'll keep taking that side to side. Be sure that your left hand is far enough away from you that you can really reach. Maybe even drop down to the left forearm so you feel the length through the right side body. Up and over to the right, right hand down, left arm long. Inhale as you come up center. Exhale as you reach up and over. One more time each side like this. And then we'll meet with both hands on the left side of the mat. The back hip is going to lift. It has to. Both hands are facing the left with the shoulders square. Exhale, press into the hands, round your spine and shift your hips back. Inhale, shift forward and arch your back, looking forward and up. Exhale, round your spine, little rock of the tailbone towards your belly. Inhale, shift forward, looking forward, big full inhale. Twice more. Exhale as you round through the spine, press into the hands. Inhale, shift forward and arch the back. Last one. And then coming up and over to the right once more. Right hand down, left arm long. Come up through center, switch the legs to the other side, bringing the right leg in front of you, left leg to the side. We'll find it on the second side, reaching the right arm down, left arm long. Inhale as you come up through center. Exhale as you reach up and overhead to the left. Twice more. Rooting the opposite hip down away from the fingertips, finding all of that space in the side body. And as you come up and over, feeling that sits bone stay heavy onto the mat as you pull through the fingertips away. Once more each side. And just like before, we'll bring both hands to the right side of the mat, square off the shoulders, press into the hands, round your spine as you exhale, and then inhale, shift forward, arch your back, look forward. Exhale, press into the palms, round your spine, almost like an ab curl. Inhale, shift forward, arch the back. Full inhale to expand the lungs. Twice more. And after your last one, taking one stretch to the left one more time. And we'll come up to seated and just finish lying on our back. Coming all the way down onto your back, we'll cross the right heel over the left thigh. This might feel like enough. Or draw the back of the left leg in towards you for a figure four. You can gently rock side to side, or just stay still and take 2 deep rounds of breath. Full inhale. Exhale, sending the breath to the outside of the back of the right hip. Once more. And releasing the left thigh, uncrossing the legs and recrossing with the left heel over the right thigh. We'll find it second side. Full deep inhale in. Exhale out. Taking that little rock if you like, or just staying still, holding the back of the right thigh. Releasing the back of the right thigh. Let both feet either plant onto the mat, or you can let your legs go long. Hands could rest on the low belly. Soften or close your eyes. Just take a full deep inhale in through the nose. Exhale, release it out through the mouth, sigh it out. Twice more with that breath, scanning through the body as you go, filling the chest, lungs, and belly. Releasing anything you don't need as you exhale. Last, deepest round of breath here. And then you're welcome to stay here a bit longer, or if you're ready, pulling the legs in towards the chest, gently rocking yourself up to seated. And then moving on with the rest of your day. Thanks so much for joining me. See you soon.